Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. As you've seen some of my previous videos, I did some investigation on MGTOW about how it could be affecting the mainstream market and in particularly the wedding industry. But this is a video for a topic I've never even thought of that MGTOW may be affecting, and it's a reply to a commenter on my previous videos who lives in the area of America called Maryland. There's two areas that's affected in his area, and one of them is car sales. So I did a little bit of looking around for some information, and I came across this 20 best car sales for families. Now, as you know, MGTOW stands for men going their own way, or men looking after themselves and not getting into a relationship with women. And these cars, as you can see on the screen, are predominantly aimed at families. Now, if a guy's not going to get involved with women to raise a family and looking after himself, then there's no point in manufacturers building these kind of cars, as the sales might be going down. So could MGTOW affect the entire United States car industry? I've concentrated on America because it's naturally a much bigger car industry than here in Britain. But the principle is all the same, as a guy on his own does not need a vehicle like a Ford Expedition or a Honda Odyssey. He might need a sedan car. I myself own a 10-year-old Suzuki Splash diesel, which essentially mechanically is a Vauxhall Agera, but I just use it to get to work and home, to the shops and home, and odds and sods about and at home. I have no need for a large car or a different car. And the question is the entire car industry going to be affected by men going their own way or not? I've never seen any of the MGTOW commentators on the other MGTOW channels do this kind of commentary about car sales, but I thought it's an interesting thing, as I have never thought of it myself. Hats off to the poster in Maryland. It is another one, a Kelly Blue book, 12 best family cars for 2020, and they're all SUVs, i.e. they're all family cars. Now, if MGTOW kicks off and keeps growing exponentially, are these cars gonna go because there'll be no guys wanting a family, so there'll be no point in buying them, and there'll be loads of single guys and single women, and no women that I can imagine would buy a car like that for themselves. I found this site called Hedges and Company. It's about demographics. It doesn't give much in the way of information about car sales or how MGTOW could be affecting it, but it does have some interesting content. Namely, car ownership by age, as you can see, 24 and younger, less than 1% across the board. Well, that's understandable because the people that age, they don't have much money because they're just more or less starting off in the working life, and they can't really afford to get in debt, as a lot of them that's been to colleges have spent a king's ransom on a useless piece of paper that's not really going to get them a decent job. But you notice the age is 25 to 54. That's in usually the marriage age group. That's the highest one right across the board. Now, if you go down to the types of buyers, again, 1% right across the board for kids. New Mazda buyers, Jeep buyers, Volkswagen. Now this is interesting. It reads, 2 household income groups account for most new vehicle purchases. Under $50,000 per year, mostly single-person households. Now, is that single-person household a MGTOW guy, or is that single-person household a single woman? As you can see, 31% for SUVs, 37% for trucks, 39% for sedans. Hybrids is 21%, and if you want to go all electric, it's 20%. Now the gender is also interesting. There's 43% of women buying SUVs and 57% of guys buying SUVs. Now, are those women buying SUVs married or are they single? The same with the guy. As you will recall, on this, all those are SUVs. Now, are guys buying them? Are women buying them? Are they in a relationship or are they single? And that's understandable. For 86% of guys buying trucks. As you know, the Americans like their trucks. American guys, that is. And same with new electric vehicles and hybrids. Guys are more technically minded than women. But again, are these single people buying these vehicles or are they married? This is also something interesting. As you can see, everyone owns their own home. Now, is that guys who are MGTOWs with their own income owning their own home? Or is it women? Women going their own way, owning their own home, buying cars. It's something of a puzzle for all the information I could find, but it seems it would bear in mind to keep an eye on car sales in your particular area to see exactly who is buying them. And if MGTOW continues to exponentially grow, then cars like this are going to not sell, and the auto industry could stop making them, and thus MGTOW could have a profound effect on the entire industry. Something to bear in mind. I'll need some more research to find out what's going on. The car sales won't really tell you much for this year, as the coronavirus quarantine period has knocked all the car sales off the side of a cliff, and they're down by at least 95%. But MGTOW, once it starts growing again in America and all over the world, you could see a fundamental shift in car sales from vehicles like this to smaller ones which a single person needs. Sorry it's a bit iffy, this video, but it's something I haven't been able to do much research about, and I thought I'd bring it to your attention for you to keep an eye out wherever you live. I think it's gone on long enough, so you know the routine, people. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. It's completely up to you. So until the next time, which could be next Monday, or I might do one during the week if I get something in my mind when I'm at work. That's it for this one. Right, bye-bye.